Welcome guys, welcome again to another video here. In this video I'm going to be creating I'm going to show you guys how to create this loan calculator that is going to calculate your monthly payments, the total payments, and the total interest, and then it's going to generate a table that is going to show you an amortization. So it's going to show you how much each payment goes towards your interest versus the principal. So this is going to be very fun. So first let me show you guys what the initial code is, so you guys will be able to get it from my GitHub. So this here I have the HTML template, and I'm using here a container, and I'm using a tag here for the car, another one for the car header, and then I'm creating a heading here, and I call this one, it's called loan calculator. Here it's going to be a car body where I have label. One is going to be the loan amount, this is going to be the interest rate, this is going to be the loan term, and then you're going to have two buttons on it, and the one button is going to be for calculate and the other one is going to be reset. And then what I did also, I created a separate style sheet for the CSS, and also I'm using Bootstrap here. I'm using the CDN, so we can write less CSS. So here I have the style CSS that I have created. So I have created one for the body, and all of that you will be able to access that from the GitHub. So now don't worry, I will leave it on the bottom of the video. Then I also have created I have given some style here for the text, for the input, for all the inputs I got here, then also for the buttons on it when you hover, and also for the table that we're going to be creating. So, and then the container, I'm using some keyframes, and the form. So all of that will be directly inside my GitHub. So, and then I have here the site. This is the initial code. You guys will be able to grab it from my GitHub again, like I said. But let me show you what it looks like so far. Let me open it full screen. It's responsive, so it actually works in a cell phone, like a cell phone or like a mobile device. So here we're going to be putting the loan amount, the interest rate, and how long is the loan amount. Like if it's going to be 12 months, 24 months, 36, and this is going to be a button to calculate, and this is going to be the one for resetting. And right below here it's going to show it's going to give you a whole table here, so you'll be able, so it's going to give you a calculation how long of the loan term is going to be. So this is what it's going to look like. So anyways, so let's go back over here, back to the JavaScript. Let me go ahead and open it up. So here I created a event listener where we're going to be using the click event. So this here is going to calculate. So every time you click on it, it's going to calculate the amount. So I did already grab three inputs. The one is going to be the amount, the interest, and the month. And here we're going to we're going to parse the numbers, and we're going to also create another function here is the one to calculate, and I also want to show the errors, want to clear errors, and this is going to be generating the amortization. So this is going to give you like the table. So let's start here first. Let's go ahead and grab these three variables, and let's go ahead and parse the amounts. Okay, and hopefully you guys are having a good day, and I want to also thank you guys for watching my videos. You guys been watching my videos, and I really appreciate it. And if you want to continue follow me, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that thumbs up, and if you have any questions, make sure to leave it on the bottom of the video. And again, I appreciate it for the support that I'm getting from you guys. It means a lot to me. It helps me continue making these wonderful videos for you guys. So what I'm going to do here, I am going to parse the amount. So I am going to do here, I'm going to do amount, and the first one is going to be, and this is here is going to be parse flow. We're going to use the parse parse flow, and it's going to be, the first one is going to be the amount, and this one we want to do value like that, and then we want to do the other one for interest, and it's going to be parse flow, not package, parse flow, and this is going to be the interest, and one more for the months, and this is going to be parse flow, and this is going to be months. Okay, and then here what we're going to do is we want to check for input validation. So make sure we get whoever inputs the info, make sure they know they can't leave it blank. So this is going to be, it's going to check, so it's going to be is none. So then we want to do amount, or it's none interest, or you want to do is check the months, and also you want to do or amount is less than or equal to 0, and then the next one's going to be the interest is want to be less than 0, or it's going to be the months, and it's going to be less than or equal to 0, and that's that. And then we want to do show errors, and here we want to do is, let's put down please enter valid numbers for all fields, like that. And then you want to do return, and then let's go ahead and we're gonna do, want to leave that here. Let's jump into the calculate. Let's go over here to the calculate, and let's go ahead, let's do inside the calculate, let's pass three parameters. There's going to be one for the principal like that. That's going to be the interest rate, and then one for months. And here, down here, we want to do is create let's create a variable. Let's go ahead and do constant monthly rate, and then this one is going to be, this is going to be the interest rate divided by 100 and divided by 12. That's how you're going to get the monthly rate. And then let's do one for the monthly payment like that. And here what we're going to do is we want to grab the principal. This takes a little bit of math, not a lot. And then we're going to do the monthly rate and divide it by 1 minus the math, and let's do pow, and this is going to be 1 plus the monthly rate minus the month. And then we want to do monthly total payment. Let's do total payment. Let's do total payment. That's going to be monthly payment times the month. And then here let's do another one for constant, and it's going to be total interest, and this is going to be total payment minus the principal. So okay, so now we want to do is we want to show summary like that. And what we want to do is like here we want to do constant info, and we're going to use backticks. This is what we're going to display in the actual screen. So let me go ahead and copy that. That way I can write less HTML. So what we're going to do is copy here. So that's what it's going to show in the screen. So let's go ahead and move on. So this is, so now I want to do is I want to display that on the screen. So let's go ahead and do document dot get element by ID, and this is when we want to show it inside the loan underscore info, and this is going to be inner HTML, and there we want to pass the info. So we want to pass this here, and let's go into the HTML. We want to pass it down below here. See, loan info. So let's go back. So loan info, and then we want to do is let's create another. It says generate. Let's put down this one, generate amortization. I think that's how you spell it. Amortization table. This is going to give you a breakdown. So let's do generate amortization schedule. No, actually let's name it. Yeah, actually let's rename that to authorization table. That's what we're going to call it, table. So we're going to have to change this one to table, and here inside there we want to pass, actually let's do it over here. It's going to be the principal, the rate, the payment, and the months. So let me see, let's work over here. So here let's do, because we want to create the table, so it's going to be let balance, and that's going to be equal to principal. And let's do let rows, because we want to create the rows, and this is going to be empty at the beginning. So let's do a for loop. It's pretty cool, the for loop. So this is going to be let the I equal to 1, and the I is going to be less than or equal to the months, and 1 is going to be I plus plus. So let's do constant interest like that, and this is going to be the balance. We're going to do balance times the rate, and that's going to give you the interest. And now let's do constant principal like that, principal pay, how much you already pay. And this is going to be the payment minus the interest. And let's do balance. It's going to be minus or equal to the principal pay. So now we can create a table. So let's do backticks again, and I am going to go ahead and grab the HTML from my GitHub. So let's go here like that. Perfect. And we got few more. Let's create the one for the table. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's create one for the table, but this is, we're going to create it outside the for loop. So let's create another over here, another variable. So this is going to be called the table. and let's do backticks again. And inside there, I'm going to grab the HTML from the GitHub real quick. So less stuff to type. So all I'm doing is here, I'm grabbing the table. So it's a table tag. It says table responsive and table border. And this here is going to be one for the month, the payment principal, and all of that. So okay. So then what we want to do once we have that, then I want to do is document that. I don't know if you guys remember. So this is going to be table HTML dot inner HTML, and this is going to be the table. So let me go back to the index. I want to make sure it matches. See, it says table HTML. Oh, the wrong one. So then what we want to do is I want to go ahead and work on the show error. So here inside the show error, I am going to do is create a constant error like that, error div. Okay, so this is going to be document dot create. Let's create a div, create element, and this is going to be the div right there. And then it's going to be error div dot class name, and this is what we want to do is alert. This is just Bootstrap, and it's going to be dangers, and let's give it an mt-3, and let's do error div like that, and it's going to be text content, and it's going to be equal to the message. And let's do document dot query selector, and it's going to be let's go select the card body dash body like that. And inside there we want to do is prepend the error dip. Okay, so now we can go to the clear error. This is to clear the error. So we want to do is constant existing error. So it's going to be document dot query selector, and we want to do is dot alert dash danger. So then if existing error, so then we want to do is existing error remove. This is to do that. Okay, and then we can actually pass it up here to clear. So it's going to be clear error like that. And also too, we want to be able to now we can go back up here inside the calculate. We want to do is almost forgot, over here inside this calculate, we want to pass the principal. We want to pass the monthly payment. We want to do the monthly rate and the months. That monthly and the month. Okay, so monthly payment generate. So generate, yeah, so that's that. And then what I want to do also too, I want to pass here, so whenever we click on the button on it, so we can show. So let's go here where it says in the bottom here, let's pass the clear. Let's pass clear error like that, and right below that we want to do is the calculate the loan, calculate the loan. You want to pass amount and interest, and it's going to be the months. Perfect. Actually, it is not calculate loan. Let's name that calculate. All right, so let me test it. Let me go back over here. Let's see here. All right, let's test it. Let's do the amount. Let's do 5,000. Interest rate 7%. Let's do 12 months, and let's hit calculate. And we have an error. Let's see what's going on. It's just calculating. What's going on with this thing? All right, let me take a look over here. So the HTML looks good. The site. Okay, so let me go back over here, see if there's any errors that might. Let me refresh this. So let me try to put it again. The amount, the interest rate, and the loan term. Calculate. No, it's throwing an error code. Okay. So I think it is here. Oh, parse flow. I meant to. Oh, okay, because this is the input. So let's do amount, that value, like that, because we're parsing the value. So here we want to do is, let's do interest dot value. Same thing for the month. Dot value. Okay, let's see that. Okay, so let me try to do it again. Let's open the actually no, because I want to see if there's any errors that might pop up. Okay, so then here what I want to do is I want to put the amount. I'm gonna put down 5,000. Oh yeah, 5,000. Interest rate, let's say we do 7%. Let's borrow money for 24 months. Calculate. Okay, so my monthly payment will be 223. Let's actually open the full screen so we can see. So my monthly payment, total payment will be 5,372. The interest rate will be 372.71. And the table is not working. Okay, why is the table not working? Let's take a look. See if there's any errors. No, nothing in error. Let's go back to the JavaScript. Okay, so we got that taken care. So now we got to go to the one for the table. This is showing right now. This is the monthly payment to fix 2. So this is not showing. Let's take a look and see why it's not showing. I'm passing, let me make sure the name is the same. Generate amortization table. We're passing the principal, and we're passing the principal rate payment. Let's see why it's not coming up. So we got principal rate payment and the months, and then we did the balance principal equal to principal. And let's do the, let me see the table, make sure the table is matches the ID. So let's see. So document get element by ID, and this is going to be that inner HTML equals to the table. Am I declaring it? Yes, that's actually calling it out. So here I'm actually doing, I'm passing loan info, and this is going to be the principal, the monthly payment, the months, and it's the monthly rate. Okay, it's still not working. Let me see what's going on. Let's take a look. This is the one that's showing, but the table, okay, the table I'm missing. So the table, we need to get it display. Right. So we go document.element by ID, table.html. Let's make sure it matches. Let me make table.html. Let's go make sure I spell it right. Yeah, table HTML. All right. All right, guys. All right. So let's go ahead and let's fix this up. Okay. So I figured out what it was. I wanted to keep it short. What it is, I was missing the rows plus or equal to row, which is this one. Okay. And then let me see what else I'm missing. Oh, over here, look at it. I messed up over here. This one's supposed to be errors. That's what was showing, that number. Let me see here. So let's put down 7,000. Interest rate 7. Let's put the monthly. Oh, okay. It's not calculating, so we gotta go back. Something about my calculations, which is right. Wait a second. That's correct. So we messed up here. All right, guys. So after checking and checking, I finally figured out what it was. I checked every single line, and you know what it was? I messed up. It says monthly rate and monthly payment. It was these two. I had to switch them. So now I got it working. It's working again. So let me show you guys. So let me put down. Let's say I made a loan for 12,000, or actually 120,000, and then the interest rate is 7. And let's put it in 34 months. Let's calculate. So that's going to be the total monthly payments. This is going to be the total loan. This is the interest. It is going to break it down. For the first month, you're going to be paying 3,901. So it's going to break it down. This is going to be your balance. So it's going to show you everything all the way to the bottom. So then it's going to break it down all the way to your last payment. So it'll be 34 months. So yeah, so that's it pretty much, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you share it, and if you have any questions, make sure you leave it on the bottom of the video. And let me share a little something before. So I wanted to leave this wonderful quote so that way you guys continue and don't give up in learning how to code. So it says, do not wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. That's the best thing you can do. I know it's hard. Like this here, I got stuck. I couldn't figure out what it was, and persistence made it possible. Alright guys, so stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and love.